you still in the picture getting that mess over there?
What?
Because in the picture I was seeing that stuff there.
Only you will keep that up.
Don't you pay me to be professional?
Pictures out. Can you sit back? Sit back. Okay. Okay. Sosha, the media's working.
What?
I got the media back.
Good. Yes, indeed. I am. I am that I am. And I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are connecting all across the United States. From shore to shore, all across the world. Thanks to Facebook and Periscope. And we are here to answer your questions on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And tonight, we've got some surprises for you. We have relationships. Do you have any relationships you want to talk?
Perhaps identify some of the triggers that are labeled inside of you, just waiting for someone to hook inside and go, oh, Lord, what's going on? And understanding why you're attracting the people that you're attracting and how to create that healthy energy of love and connectivity. And what about that family? Yes, you know your family. You attracted them too. It's all part of the expansion process. And tonight we're going to share everything that Spirit has to share about relationships. And at the top of the hour, the 6 o'clock hour, we have a very special guest joining me tonight, calling in. So we want you to hang out for that, because we've got someone who's got quite a bit to share on their work and their ability to assist people in their journey and talk about relationships. So where are you in those relationships? Are there relationships tonight that perhaps you feel as if they're, well, not comfortable for you anymore? Have we outgrown a partner? Are we ready for a change? Have we recognized things in relationships that, well, we're not happy with anymore? Or is there a relationship that you've just attracted and you want to be sure that you expand it to its fullest potential? Well, before you go pointing your finger at everybody else and talking about what they need to do in the relationship, step right up. Yes, indeed. Step right up. Take a look in the mirror, because you, yes, you, every bit of you, wonderful you have attracted the people in your life that, well, give you an opportunity to take a look and see what is it you want to expand? What is it you want to change? What is it that you want to love more about you? You know, when people talk about relationships, they want to talk about love relationships. And yes, I'm going to answer questions on love relationships. And some of us, well, we want to trash family, right? We just want to talk about that brother, that sister, that cousin, that in-law, that maybe they just are not in sync with us and we don't know what they're thinking. But we're not going to talk about that just yet, because the truth lies within you. It's your perception of the reality, right? And it's important for you to understand who you are and for you to love yourself. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and said, I love me? Okay, I love me. It's so important to express love for yourself. And one of the things that people tend to be is very critical of themselves. We tend to critique every little thing that we do. Or we think that good luck and good relationships, well, that's the blessing of someone else, but that's just not in my life path. I don't know, I guess I was meant to be alone my whole entire life. If I had a whole dollar for every time someone said that to me, darling, I would be a very rich person. Because people think that we're not attracting what we want. We're not sharing what we want. We don't have the experiences that we want. And it's just not our path. Oh, I guess in this lifetime, I signed up for everything that you're attracting, everything that is there before you. It is the expression of things that you are sending out in your vibration. You're putting out in the energy certain aspects of yourself that are perhaps not loving you. Those aspects of you that are so important to be loved. That part of you that really is there to learn to really be intimate with yourself, to really understand that every aspect of you is a divine expression, and that everything within you is perfect, even if it's seemingly imperfect. It's perfect for the experience. It's perfect to get you to notice what you need to notice. It is perfect so that you are solely loving you. How can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? You have to love yourself. And I'm not just talking about loving yourself because you like the way you look, or you've got a great lip color on, or maybe if you're a female and you've got your best shoes on, or if you're a gentleman, you've got this great business suit on and you know you've got this great business perspective and you're going to put together this program and sell something. It's more than that. It's about loving who you are and what you represent, loving your personality, and looking at the aspects of personality that, well, can use some adjustments. And you attract people that, well, they give you the opportunity to take a good look at yourself. And they let you say, whoa, I didn't know I was like that. You ever notice when you're going through a breakup or a disagreement, how the minute people feel threatened, they just start throwing stuff in the center of the room and, well, this is what you did, and this is what you did, and this is what you did, and this is what you did. And then we're all pointing fingers, but let's peel that back. Let's say you have a disagreement with someone, and we were doing that finger pointing thing. You. What's your part? What can you look at within yourself and shift? And how can you love yourself more? You see, by loving yourself and giving yourself the complete opportunity to be kind to you, just so loving and so kind to you, you can be kind to someone else. When you recognize that we're all an expression that is growing at every moment, and that it's part of the journey, then we're a little less critical when things don't go just so. It's important to remember that it's not the end result. It's the journey to the end result that we can really enjoy, and we can really expand, and we can really embrace. Have you ever really wanted to get something, really wanted to go on a vacation, really wanted to get a job, maybe really wanted to have a relationship, and it's almost as if you get there, and then you're like, well, now what? Because we're in such a hurry to get to where we wanted to go, we didn't really embrace the loving of ourselves and all the experiences and opportunities for growth that were ever present. You know, it reminds me of when I was in Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I was qualifying for a pink Cadillac, and I was so excited. And I had such an amazing group of women who were sharing the experience with me. And the one thing I love about the premise of Mary Kay Cosmetics is you teach other people how to do what you do. It's a sharing environment. And you get to mentor and cheer each other on. And so in that journey, while I was winning my pink Cadillac, other people were winning cars as well. They were winning at the time Grand Ams. So it was a fun experience. But I remember I spent so much time, the first time I won a Cadillac, trying to figure out how I was going to get there and how I was going to lay out the program and how much time it was going to take and how many people would it take and what would I have to do and what would everyone else have to do, and meeting a deadline of a 6-month period of time to qualify. Well, I was so caught up in that after I won it, yes, it was exciting. We were all excited. Other people had victories along the way, so we couldn't have been a happier group of people. And as I loved myself, and I loved mentoring all of them, just like I love sharing with all of you, somewhere along the way, I lost the joy in the experience. It was fun helping other people, but I forgot to stop and say, good job, to me. Good job. You did it. And so I remember the day I walked out on the patio and the car was parked in the driveway and the patio deck was like above it. And I looked down and I saw the pink Cadillac, and my son was little at the time. So next to it was this little, like, small plastic car he used to drive around in. And I remember looking at the car and saying, oh, that's so cute. And then I looked at the pink Cadillac and I was like, okay, so in 2 years I have to win another one. Like, I was already planning the next win. And somewhere along the way, I didn't spend enough time loving the experience of having won it and the journey there. And if any of you have ever been in a brand new car, it's got this most amazing smell. It's got the most amazing feel to it. And especially if it's yours, and you're like, this is all mine. I didn't really lose myself in that expression. I was so busy working towards the goal. So often in life, we're so busy trying to plug the holes in the family, or cover our finances, or find out what's wrong with everybody else. But we don't look at ourselves. We don't look to see what we really want and who we really are. And then we don't applaud ourselves, because maybe the victory was small considering where you really need to be. Maybe there's this insurmountable amount of money you need to raise for your bills, or something you need to accomplish in your family, and you just don't know where it's coming from. You lose yourself in trying to get there. And so many people have lost themselves in the day-to-day rush of not being fully present with your divine presence in that moment. We have to be present every moment. We have to be aware of everything. I don't mean aware for protection. I mean just aware of everything. Every breath you take. Everything that's going on around you. See the beauty in the butterfly. The sky and the beauty in the color. The clouds that wistfully float by. And then look at you and say, this is where I am. And I love me. And I love all of me, because the key to all relationships lies within you. And loving yourself also gives you the power to say, if a relationship or a friendship or even a family interaction is not healthy for you, and you're feeling, oh no, this is not in my vibratory pattern. This is not good for me. To have the confidence, to have the belief, to have that fabulous self-love, and without hurting someone else, without pointing out what's not right with them, just step back. Step back and say, this isn't for me right now. I'm aware of who I am, and I'm growing, and this experience is here for me to recognize how far I've grown and the areas I wish to continue to grow. But the dynamic is weighing me down. And then when you disconnect from an experience, then ask yourself, why did I attract that? And when you ask yourself that question, and oh God, I have so many people who want to analyze everything. Don't analyze it. Ask yourself, why do I attract that experience? What is it that I want to know more of within me, around me? Trust the universe is going to bring it to you. They're going to bring it to you so that you can embrace it. They're going to bring it to you so that you can recognize the aspect that you want to enhance. I don't want to say perfect. I don't want to say perfect because you're already perfect. I personally like to think that I'm perfectly imperfect, but it's that imperfection that makes us all unique. And it's those little nuances, those things that we're, fine-tuning. You know, it's like the piano tuner called the other day and said, Miss Sarah Spiritual, you need to tune your piano. It's been a while. And we need to get the strings all back in gear, because after a while we won't be able to get it tuned just perfect again. So you've got to get that taken care of. And I said, okay. And that's what life is like. Fine-tuning until we get to that perfect pitch, that perfect vibratory pattern, that sound that feels good within all of you. That sound that makes you recognize beauty in everything around you. And vibrations, we don't hear the sounds always, but they're all around us. And before you came here, you were a vibratory being. That's all you were. What happened? They popped us in a body and we said, holy crow, I forgot I'm a vibratory being. I forgot that I vibrate. I forgot that in my energy I'm always attracting experiences that are for my greater good, one way or another. We forget and we judge an experience as something that's down or disappointing or frustrating or sad. And we're human, so we have those emotions and we can process them. But the key to your relationships, the key to your experiences, they're with you, with the beauty that's you. And when you recognize that you are drawing forth to you people who are at levels that can benefit you, no matter where the relationship is, then you find that knowing that it's all right, even if it's uncomfortable for a moment, it's okay. Everything's really okay. That you are living a purposeful life. And that even these happenstance things that occur around you, they too have a purpose. And they're really not as coincidental as you think they are. Some things are a vibratory resonance of something that you were thinking about months ago. And then you don't notice it, you don't see it, you don't recognize it. You're like, oh, how did that happen? But what about the day that you weren't feeling that wonderful you? You were feeling down or depressed, or your inner being was out of sorts and you were out of alignment with what was important to you, what really, really makes you tick. And then you say, well, how did I attract this job? Or how did I attract these coworkers? Why is it everywhere I go I keep attracting these experiences? What you focus on. Everything that you are is radiating out. And everything that you are is beautiful. And the day you recognize that, and don't look at the mirror and figure out that one part of your face is not as perfect as the other part, or however you critique yourself. Don't look at it that way. Look at it as that's the beauty that's you. Because love begins with you. And when you're loving you, you're really honoring the essence that's source, the creator. And that's the perfection that lies beneath the skin. That radiance, that I am presence, that divine expression. And knowing that people show up in your life for a reason. People show up because somewhere you sent an SOS for an experience. And if you don't like the experience, well, send out a different signal. You'll get a different experience. You're the magnet. You're the being that's attracting everything. And you've attracted this experience. Somehow, driving in your car, you turn the dial to WWNN. And you heard me, Sarah Spiritual. And you said, wait a minute, I'm going to listen. Maybe you were on Facebook or Periscope. And you said, wow, I want to be a part of this conversation. Relationships? Oh, sign me up. And maybe you've been following the show since we began. We're in a pattern. We're in an energetic flow. And up we go. You see, if you give your soul permission to be the governing source of everything around you, if you give that divine presence, that power, you have only up to go. And when the frequencies seem to drop a bit, kind of like a plane losing altitude for just a moment, there's never any fear, because you know everything's perfect in the end. And you are worthy of everything that's beautiful. The perfect relationships for you, the perfect experiences with family, the love of family, friends, neighbors, and all the growth that comes with it. Sometimes as people we have to agree to disagree. And other times with people we have to understand that they're here for a season. And it's not to be attached to the outcome. It's to just be fully present in the moment. You see, when I was qualifying to win a Cadillac from Mary Kay, I was attached to the outcome. The eye was on the goal. That's what they teach you in sales. Eye on the goal. Don't lose sight. Somewhere along the way, I wasn't enjoying the journey. Now, knowing what I know, it was all perfect for then, for the being I was at that moment. And it worked perfectly for me. And if I were to do it all again, I wouldn't change a thing. Because every experience, even the ones that were your less than perfect moments, you know, those moments, they all took you to where you are now. And where you are now is exactly where you want to be. Because it is a stepping stone for the next part of the journey. Enjoy the journey. And enjoy the relationship with yourself. I know tonight when we're on the phone, we're going to be talking about relationships and questions you have about people and life experiences. Even your relationships with money. They're a reflection of your self-love. However you love you, abundance. If you love you knowing you're one with the Creator and Source, guess what? Abundance is always there for you. It's always there. We have relationships with everything in our lives. Our pets, our jobs, our experiences, our finances. You even have a relationship with your bills. You've got a choice. Do you curse the bill or do you love the bill? Are you grateful for the electricity? Are you proud that you're able to provide the finances and the universe assists you so that you can pay that bill? Do you bless the bill and allow the money to flow out knowing that other abundance is coming in? Never just limited to money. It's all perfect. And it's perfect that we're here together tonight on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 and on 1100 AM in Atlanta on WWWE. I'm so glad to be connected to all of you and heard live as you're driving home. And we're all connected. And I love the interaction on Facebook. Thank you everyone for joining us here live on Facebook and Periscope. We are always connected. And when we come back from this minute from our sponsors, we're going right to the phone lines. Yep, we're going to be answering your calls at 1-888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. Because you know, we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell,
I'm Alan Knight.
and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. Do you know me? We are spiritually speaking to all of you, and I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are going right to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470. I thank you for tuning in on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 and on 1100 AM in Atlanta and all across the United States on iHeartRadio, Periscope, and all the social media platforms. I'm so glad to have you be a part of this experience. I just love this. And we are on our 425th live show. Can you believe it? 425 shows that I have done live and talked to all of you for all these years. And we're going to go to take our calls now. And I'm looking to see, where do I want to go? I'm feeling, Tennessee. I got to go to Tennessee. I got Alicia in Tennessee. Alicia, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Alicia. And how can Spirit and I assist you on this journey of relationships and life?
Well, I spoke with you last week.
Yes.
And you verified everything that I had already been going through. Right now, it's kind of a question of how will I be doing financially as I make this move that I'm making back home.
How will I do financially?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question in return. Where's your belief around that? Do you believe you're going to do well financially?
I believe that I'll be okay. It's just a matter of, like, I guess it's me wondering, am I going to go through this huge struggle, which is no struggle is greater than the last, but just wondering how much of a struggle am I looking at
No
as
struggle.
far as being...
No struggle.
No struggle.
Take that out of the vocabulary, okay?
Yeah.
Darling, we don't do struggles here, okay? That is just not working for us, okay? I mean, after the last struggle, who wants more? Okay, so you see where your attention is, right? We don't want to look at the struggle. We've been there, and it served us well. We don't need to revisit it. So in this moment, you are sending out the vibration that everything's always working out for you. Everything's moving smoothly. All right? And don't limit the self, the thought process to how it's going to come to you. Don't sit and say, oh, I've got to use this funds and that, and then I'm going to have to get a job. Don't put yourself there. Just you've set the intention. The intention is it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to make a change. This change is going to benefit me. I'm going to be expansive. I'm an expansive being who's growing financially and emotionally. I'm embracing new opportunities. Now, I'm giving you the dialogue, but I also hear the chatter of Spirit, all right? And Spirit says, tell her to calm down. You're going to be fine. You are one of the most resourceful, resilient, and methodical people that I've ever had the pleasure to talk to. So how much of a struggle is it going to be?
No struggle.
No struggle. All right? And struggle.
My determination is there.
Your determination. Now I want you to feel the feeling of it being smooth. You know, we lose ourselves in the determination. We lose ourselves, and if you remember the story I told about the car, right? I lost myself in the goal. And when you lose yourself in the goal, you miss the joy. So the joy is you have a new opportunity. You have something spectacular that you're going to create in this whole new environment, and you are the director. So how you feel about that is going to determine how great it is. It's going to be great, and it is the right move for you. And we don't need to be determined because you've already made a decision. Once you've made a decision, the universe is going to respond to you appropriately and give you all the opportunities to make it spectacular. Now, I understand there's the fear. And I'm going to address the fear because I don't want to sit there and blow Puff the Magic Dragon little flowers in the sky and make everything all pretty. I understand that sometimes the fear of the unknown can grab hold of you. But every time you've ever feared something, did it really turn out as badly as you thought? You see, think about that. Think about that and remember that no matter what, you're always fully supported and cushioned by the universe.
Okay.
And that this is a good time for you to make this change.
Yes.
And what you have experienced where you are has served you. So it's time to move on. You've outgrown it, right?
Yes.
And we're creating new job opportunity upon our arrival, yes?
Yes.
All right. And then I see that coming very expeditiously.
Okay.
You have your feelers out already, yes?
Yes.
You do?
I do.
I see 3 opportunities as potential. 3.
Okay.
So keep reeling them in and begin the dialogue. Start to get everything in order. It's time to go.
Yes.
All right? And you're going to open up a whole new chapter for yourself. It's a really good time for you to do this. Really good time. And you know, it's interesting because you are at this ending cycle of this 9-year period, and this next year of 2019 begins this whole fresh look. And I know we just came into 2018, but I don't know if anyone noticed, but February? I don't even know what happened to February. So this is a year of tying up some loose ends, releasing things that no longer serve you because you've expanded, and loving yourself more than you did before. Very important for you. Yes?
Yes.
It's been a good journey.
You're opening doors for me.
You opened them. You opened them. Now walk through. All right?
I hear you.
Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much. All right.
Thank
God
you.
bless you, Alicia. Thank you.
God bless you too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And as we go to the next caller, we're going to go to Orlando. And we're going to go to Cindy. We've got Cindy on the line. Cindy, how are you tonight?
Yes, ma'am. Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Cindy. And how can Spirit and I assist you in navigating the changes of relationships in life?
Well, I was in a 20-year marriage, and it ended a few years ago because of an affair.
Infidelity, they
just-
tell me. Yes. That
Yes,
was
yes.
complicated. That was
It was.
a lot of muck. You walked
was
through a
disgusting.
lot of muck.
Yes, ma'am.
And the first thing Spirit tells me is that after feeling broken, you realized what was not working in the relationship for quite a while, and you just were choosing not to notice, yes?
Correct.
And now you have a different awareness within yourself, yes?
Correct.
And now we want to create fulfilled living in relationships, yes?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Now I'm going to ask you a really key question. Do you trust yourself?
Yes.
You do, right? You trust yourself to recognize what feels right for you now and not sweep it under the rug?
I have a hard time with it, but I do.
I know you do. That's why we're asking the question.
Right,
Because
I do.
That's where we want to do some work, Cindy.
Right.
That's where we want to look in and say, you know what? I'm going to pay attention to what I notice. And I'm going to recognize it. And I'm going to tell you this. Do you like popcorn?
I do.
You do. Great. So life has now become a movie. And you're going to pop popcorn. I love popcorn. And you're going to eat popcorn. And when you meet people and you have experiences, you're going to just watch the show.
Right.
And if something doesn't feel good for you, you're going to recognize it. If something sends a message to you like pay attention, you're going to pay attention. You're not going to be quick to judge it, put it in a bucket, label it. You're going to just let it unfold.
Right.
And that's how you're going to learn to trust your inner being and your reactions. Because sometimes our reactions are governed by our emotions. Wonderful things, these emotions, but they can get us in trouble. And now you want to feel safe in your emotional being, yes? Like Spirit has like this little cup here, and they want me to like kind of help you coddle your emotions and for you to just love your emotions and embrace everything that you are. So now what's the question about the future? I know.
Well, I mean, my question was, I guess about the ex. I want to know if he's regretful, if he's happy, he's still in that relationship, and I'm just wondering what's going to come of that. This lady despises me as if I was the one who did this to her.
She's threatened.
I
She's
don't
threatened
care
by
for
you,
her at
sweetheart.
all.
Sweetheart, she's threatened by you. She's threatened. Okay. Her insecurity. You're allowing her insecurities, her guilt, her uncomfortability with her actions, hooking into yours. And who gives a flying banana what she thinks? We don't.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
How do you feel? Do you want your ex happy?
I'm going to be honest. Like, I want him to feel what I felt.
I understand
Because,
that.
You know,
And that's what we want to
natural.
heal. Of course,
Yeah.
but that's what we want to heal.
Right.
We
right.
want to heal that experience. If
Right.
you heal you, you will attract a better mate.
Right.
Can he suffer the way you suffered? That depends on what his experience is meant to be.
Right.
But when we send out that thought, and there's not a person listening who hasn't had one of those thoughts, okay? Because we're
Right.
human, all right? So when we send out that thought like, oh, who do they think they are? Jiminy Crickets, I hope they trip and fall. Well, that's not a good thought, right?
Right.
So that's an agitated thought. That's a thought that doesn't allow us to love ourselves because we're looking outside. I want you to look inside, Cindy. I want you to look inside and what is wonderful about you, because you are a spectacular woman, spectacular being. You have so much to offer. And I want you to see yourself happier than you've ever been in your entire life, because you deserve to have it all. And you know what? As much as you don't want to hear this, so does he. He deserves to have it all his way. Okay,
Right.
but we're not at Burger King. We're not going to do it our way, his way, my way. All you can control is your experience.
Right.
And if you disconnect from, which takes time, and I understand you're hurt, and I'm not minimizing that, because
Right,
the
right.
first word I have is infidelity, so I already know, oof, this was not a pretty picture.
Right.
And I understand that you feel violated, you feel lied to, you feel betrayed. Those are all feelings. But as you go to those feelings and you heal those feelings, and you go to the aspect of yourself, Cindy, that when you first ever felt betrayed or disappointed or unhappy or not good enough, wherever those feelings lie as a young person or as a young child, and you love yourself starting there, you're going to have a very healthy partnership coming.
Okay.
And I don't see you without partnership, without relationship for a long time. I don't see it a long time off. But what I feel is the fact that you're looking backwards, you're going to miss what's coming in front of you.
Right. Right.
And it's easy to do, right?
Correct.
And every time I've ever looked backward, I practically ran right into a wall. So it's, it's not always a good beauty thing either, because if you get a black eye, who's going to want to go out with you, right? So
Right.
we don't want to walk face into a wall. I mean, I'm being funny, but think about it. That was then, and this is now. And in
Right.
this moment, you're creating the next relationship. So we know that honesty, we know loyalty, we know transparency. These are all things that are important to us,
Right.
and that we want to experience the love of our life. You had 20 years with an individual who was the love for that part of you. But now there's a whole nother relationship unfolding. And if I fast forward the tape of what Spirit shows me that I see June, July, August. It's like summertime. It's a good, powerful time then. And everything starts to come together really strongly for you.
Okay.
And was there an idea or a thought that you were going to move soon?
No.
Okay. Possibility is there too.
Okay.
Remember I said that. Because I see
Okay.
the energy shifting and changing coming out of this year.
Okay.
And I see movement for you.
Good.
All
That's
right.
a good thing.
It is. Movement and change are all wonderful things.
So this new relationship that you see, is this
Yes.
someone that I already know, or is it
Someone that
Somebody
you
completely
that you know in passing? Is that what you're asking?
right, like somebody that I already know, like a friend, or do you know what I mean? Like, do I already know who this?
No.
Have I met this person already, or is it somebody completely new?
No, I have someone new on the
New.
horizon. New on the horizon. 'Cause
Okay.
right now you're in this energy where the people are coming, but they're not really connecting with you, the whole of you and the totality. And
Right.
you also have to let someone in.
Right. That's where I have a problem.
Well, we have a wall up,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So
Right.
if you work with you and you understand that you learn from that experience, and you don't have to worry that you're not going to attract someone good unless you want to focus on the fact that you've been hurt and someone cheated and lied, and then that's the energy we're putting out. So
Right.
it's to heal you. That's why I said, do you trust you? Trust
a work
in
in
you.
progress.
It is always a work in progress. It is always a work in progress. And inviting the universe to share the experience with you by bringing you someone that is going to, well, meet everything that you desire is a powerful tool. Do you know what you want in a partner? I know you know what you don't want, but we don't want
Right.
to focus on that. Did you have a list?
I have an idea.
Oh, no.
I'm working on the list.
Okay, so this is your homework. Write down every aspect you would like in a partner.
Okay.
Everything that would be important to you. And if celebrating holidays is important, Thanksgiving dinner, they carve the turkey, they take down Christmas lights. Everyone's all happy to put them up, but it's hard to get them down,
Right.
right? Someone who's romantic, someone who's, we know we want loyal, right? Focus on the aspects of relationship that would be important to you and the aspects of the personality that would be complementary. And really, really spend time with this list. Like, if you don't have 100 things, you don't have a full list.
Right.
Everything. And just let yourself feel what it feels like to be connected to that individual in totality. And as you're feeling that, feel what it feels like for you to be all those things. Because remember, we can never control what someone else does, what they say, who they are. We can make adjustments within ourselves. We can be the pattern of energy that attracts things and brings them back to us.
Right.
You are definitely on track. And I know that it was a rough road out of that marriage, but now we're moving ahead, and there's beautiful things right around the corner for you. All right.
Okay.
Cindy, how did you hear about the show?
Actually, a friend had given me your number
Well,
and
wonderful.
told me about the show. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much, and thank your friend, and we welcome you to our family of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Do keep in touch with us. Let us know how this love relationship journey is going, and be sure to follow me on Facebook on Sarah's Spiritual page.
Yes, ma'am, we'll do. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
your time.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You know, that's always an area of life where we feel, well, is it ever going to be different than it was? Because when we've been disappointed, when we've had an experience that betrayed us, and we don't feel that we were valued, it's a difficult place to be. And especially after investing time in a relationship, right? We think that it's going to be a particular way, and then when it's not. But often, if we take the time to look back, remember, it's like a movie. Roll the tape back, everyone. See where the disconnect was, and recognize what you chose not to notice at the time that it was going on. And recognize what's important to you for the future, that you will know what feels different for yourself, and you can honor yourself. It's all about loving you and loving everything that is connected in your experience. And I'm so glad to be sharing this experience with all of you. And I have a special surprise for you in this second hour. We are going to be introducing someone who's a near dear friend of mine who I haven't had the opportunity to see in quite a while. But he's going to be coming to the Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach area and teaching and sharing his wisdom and sharing information about relationships and connectivity. So we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors for now. I do hope you stay tuned on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 and WWWE on 1100 AM in Atlanta and all across the United States and the globe on iHeartRadio and Periscope. Thank you so much for staying with us. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then, well, you know, we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk here, talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics. Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling, I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
We are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk and WWWE and 1100 AM in Atlanta. And we are spiritually speaking to all of you and connecting all across the globe. Thanks to Facebook and Periscope, and thanks to iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Join us on the app or go to WWNN.com and follow the show there live as well. I sure hope you're listening in your radio, in your car, and we're joining you on your drive home, or perhaps you're out doing your errands and getting some things taken care of before you settle in for the night. But I'm so happy on this second hour of our wonderful 3 hours together, because tonight I'm going to be bringing in a fabulous guest for us to share time and space with. Someone that I met, way back when. I'm going back to the Spiritual Awakening Conference. I was so fortunate to be a part of the Spiritual Awakening Conference, and back then I was actually doing interviews. And I was fortunate enough to meet some fabulous people at this wonderful event. And one of them is my guest for this next few minutes here on this top of the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. I have joining us in just a moment Michael Murdad. Michael Murdad, Reverend Michael Murdad, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher. He's a healer. He's an author. He's authored some of the best-selling books. One of them is You're Not Going Crazy, You're Just Waking Up. He also authored the book Creating Fulfilling Relationships and The Heart of A Course in Miracles and the Book of Love and Forgiveness. He's been the spiritual leader at the Unity of Sedona for over 6 years, and for the past 35 years, Michael has transformed thousands of lives of clients and facilitated thousands of classes and lectures and workshops all throughout the world on mastery and spirituality and relationships and healing, and is rightly noted by many authors as the teacher's teacher and a healer's healer. And he's coming to this wonderful South Florida area, and I'm so excited to be hosting him at the Expedito Enlightenment Center on March 2nd, Friday night. And I'm so excited that he's going to be visiting my friend, Kevin Lee of the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida, and that Michael Murdad is going to be a guest speaker there for that Sunday afternoon. But we're so lucky because we have Michael Murdad here live with us on a call. So let's bring in Michael. And Michael, I welcome you to the show. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to be with you again.
Good to be with you. It's been a while since we've connected, so I was so excited when you said that you were coming to the area. And I'm really excited about all the work that you've been doing, and I receive your newsletters, and I'm so fortunate to be sharing this time with you. Tell our listeners about what you're going to be doing here in South Florida.
You know, I try to go, most places that I tour, I try to go at least once a year, and this will be this year's tour. I might even get there twice, but this year I want to get back to Reverend Kevin's place, and I'm really happy to have found your place available. But I'm going to, come in as my usual routine is to do private sessions, by appointment and that sort of thing. People can go to my website and book them through there, or at the centers themselves if they can try that. But it'd be better just to go through my website. But I'll be doing private sessions on, which includes readings and healing and energy work and whatever a person's needing. So I do that, and as part of what I do when I'm on tour. But a couple of times per tour, I'm also doing workshops. So I'll be at your center. I think that's the day I arrive or day after I arrive. Right. And we're looking forward to that. And then, of course, sort of an all-day thing at Reverend Kevin's Center in Fort Lauderdale. So that'll be, kind of I'll be speaking at their service. They have a sacred service. It's not like a traditional churchy, in case some people don't like that vibe, but, so it's not traditional churchy. It's more of a spiritual center. But it's got the service, and so I'll speak at the service, and then a workshop following for the rest of the afternoon. And that's kind of what I do most places that I tour, a couple of workshops and, things like that. So we're kind of, I'm very much looking forward to it.
We're very much looking forward to having you, and I know that you're going to be, for your workshop, you're going to be talking about you're not crazy, you're just waking up. And that sounds like a fabulous workshop. And then I know for us at the Expedito Enlightenment Center on Friday night at 7:30 p.m., we are going to be having intimacy in relationships. And that sounds like a really meaty workshop. Michael, share with our listeners a little bit about what that workshop represents and what they can expect.
Well, it's a funny thing because, you would think with the number of books, workshops, and lectures and talk shows that have featured relationships, people would have a better grip, but they don't. And it's because people, the presenters haven't been always that great at the topic. Because a lot of us, it's sort of a shot in the dark. People are trying to solve these things, so they're taking a shot in the dark and saying, well, what you ought to do is this, and what you ought to do is this, and it just doesn't work. So it's intimacy is a part of our life, and I don't just mean sexuality. I'm talking about connection. So how to create better relationship with spirit and with ourselves and with each other. The Sufis say that there is no happy person, no person can ever feel fulfilled without happy relationships, healthy relationships with God, self, and others. So it's kind of along those lines, but it's specifically how to address, to bring intimacy into your life. I'm going to be doing an online course just on, starting in a week or so, just on, that's Facebook Live, just on the focus of healing intimacy. And in this case, it'll also include healing intimacy and sexuality, because intimacy can include sexuality, but not necessarily. So I really love, the idea of teaching people, and I have for years, and it's very effective. And I wrote a book called Creating Fulfilling Relationships. And the subtitle, by the way, is, turning cellmates, like, prison cellmates, into soulmates.
Right.
How to take the karmic part of relationship, take the karma off. There's karmic relationships and there's gifting relationships. And once we grow enough and break some of our old patterns and tendencies, we get out of the pattern of being in karmic relationships. Because, those are painful. We get in them again and again and again. But we're looking for gifting relationships. The problem is people keep trying to go after a gifting, like a soulmate type of relationship, a gifting relationship as though they're just entitled to it. You don't just get healthy relationships. There are some people who happen to have the good fortune, the good karma, and that's what they get. But many of us, most of us on the planet, find if we have karmic relationships, you have to heal something. You have to heal the past, let go, releasing old patterns, belief systems, self-esteem issues, whatever it is. You have to find those things, uproot them, and then plant something new in the garden of the mind or in the soul. So, so people it's a funny thing. They're like, well, where's mine? Why can't I have a healthy relationship? Well, you have to develop it. You can't keep jumping into relationships quickly without growing them and expect that to work out. You can't keep finding one-night stands at a bar and expect that to work out. So if you don't have a healthy relationship with yourself, loving yourself and so on and so on, you can't really expect it with others. And if you don't have decent relationships with others that you grow over time, you can't expect the fast food version of a relationship to work out. They might be stimulating, for a moment, but stimulation is like jet fuel. It just burns off quickly, and then everybody just comes back to the misery again. And a lot of people, I can tell you from experience, a lot of people have become so disheartened with relationships, they don't even bother with books and workshops anymore because they just feel like they've tried this and that, but they never really, either they didn't take a class or read a book that was truly effective, or they didn't sometimes apply it authentically and thoroughly. So it ended up coming back and haunting them, and then they get, heartbroken, and then they feel like, well, I'm just going to just try to get by. And that is not God's will. It's not our soul's purpose to just get by, not at work, not in romance, not in intimacy, in no way, shape, or form are we supposed to just get by. This is supposed to be a thriving experience on earth. We can create heaven on earth, but last thing I'll say, though, on that is relationships are the number one most important thing in terms of our personal lives. In other words, I'm not saying you have to have a marriage. I'm saying that more important than most hobbies, more important than most things that people get caught up in, your favorite TV shows and whatever, most important is how we get along. If you and I can heal, even as friends, you're a talk show host and a teacher, and I'm a teacher. You and I have to have a healthy, healed relationship. How are you, and so forth. And if by chance your program, your internet broke down and we weren't able to go live, can I love you and forgive you anyway? We have to get it right, and we have to be able to forgive even business associates, and so on and so on. We have to find harmony in all our relationships, but that doesn't mean that you enable unhealthy behaviors. So really, my work is typically a really nice, well-rounded bit, because it's how to have a healthy relationship inside and out with all things, but not enabling. So when I say you have to have good relations, I don't mean you have to kiss the feet of parents that were abusive, and I don't mean that you have to enable children that use you. It's beautiful when when you really love God, self, and others, then you treat all with respect, including saying no to abusive or hurtful or, selfish people. So it's really beautiful that, we've got to get back to recognizing the holism, the holistic aspect of relationships, and not trying to have one-dimensional relations that we think is great because we can label it exciting or stimulating or whatever. God, if nothing else, as we grow older, God, I hope we're getting wiser, and we need to catch on to the fact that shallow and flippant, quick buzz kinds of relations, they're nothing but like a drug. They're addictive, and they feed our addictions. Our job is to break out of that and become very healthy people.
Beautiful. I'm really looking forward to that class, and I'm sure a lot of people will be very excited to be a part of that class. It's from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. on Friday, March 2nd at the Expedito Enlightenment Center, and the cost is only $20 for pre-registration, and you can go to our website, sarahspiritual.com, and to learn more about your work, Michael, they can go to michaelmurdad.com. Michael, I was reading your newsletter, and I was fascinated that you are working on putting together a place for retreat. Share with our listeners a little bit of that vision that you have.
Well, it's kind of interesting. As you know, I've been teaching a very long time, and I'm touring. Most of it's been touring. I mean, now and again, I had a nice retreat in Washington State from about the year 2000 to around 2010, and I could teach just a couple times a year, like a 5-day intensive workshop there. But I loved that. I loved being able to go into more intensive work, so I've done that. But most of my work throughout 35 years has been on the road. And now, a third aspect of my history or work is, like you said, it's been 7, almost 8 years now, spiritual leader at Unity of Sedona. It's not a traditional Unity by any stretch, but it's a spiritual center, and it's very deep teachings, very powerful. We do that live every Sunday at 9:45 Arizona time, so people can watch that on Facebook Live. But I'm now at a place where I'm saying, I really hear people and feel people that are saying, the world is just collapsing in so many ways, so I just feel like there's a part of me that would like to create a center. I mean, if I won the lottery tomorrow, the land would be bought the next day, building would start the day after that, right. And I would want to create a center that people can go, live, feel safe. It's tricky because you don't want to attract every unhealthy person on the planet to come and want to hang out. But I do have a vision and a dream of having a center. I had one, like I said, where I just did workshops a couple times a year, intensive. This is different. This, I would like it to become a bit more sustainable, a little bit more where people could live there. I didn't do that before. I don't want a commune. I don't want anything like that, but I would love to see a community of people with like-mindedness. I really would love to see people kind of back to the earth in a sense, but not excessively, like not making a religion of it. But I would love to see people, back to the earth and it really in touch, kind of in the old ways, the ways of in Lemuria, the ways of some of the ancient, even pagan peoples that just were in touch with the land and with the earth, but also with each other. And so I just see this dream of an ecosystem. It has to happen within our own hearts and souls, not just in an external project. It has to happen in our hearts and souls. But I do see that, and I do hold that as a vision. That started coming back to me recently, and I would love to pursue that. I took on my there's a page I have called Friends of Michael Mirdad. It's a group online, Friends of Michael Mirdad Facebook group. And, a lot of people get on that because we're really sharing a lot of great stuff with each other. And so one day I asked everybody, we all think about a center like that? And they were like, wow. And I thought, really? So I was like, okay. Then I said, where would it be if we had such a place? And, there's, I don't know how many thousands of people in the group, but all these people gave feedback, and we found not only do people want it, we narrowed it down. It's not going to be on a coastline. It's not going to be in another country. We just chipped away at ideas. We don't want it in a city or anything like that. And we ended up probably in the center of the country, probably Colorado. And so we're putting that out there. And by the way, there's a website for it, Eden, like the Garden of Eden, Edenshire, Shire like the hobbits, Edenshire.com. So people can go and check out at least some ideas. We said in there that we were already looking at some land last year in the winter, but we put the project on hold momentarily only in that we didn't buy the land because they didn't get everything together in time, the realtors and everybody. So I said, now we're going to wait because I don't want to work on this in the winter. You can't build there in the winter. Right. So they didn't finish it in the fall, so I said pause. So the website has a lot to it. There's a lot of feedback, a lot of ideas, but you might notice that there'll be an announcement that we're waiting until spring to reactivate our update. But everybody's still going on it and putting things on there. But, it is sort of going to hold off for a couple months, and then we'll start pursuing it again. But, yeah, that's a really great dream, and I think human beings deserve a place of sanity these days.
They do. And when I was looking at your newsletter, that just popped right out at me, and I was like, I've got to be sure to talk to Michael about that. So I'm holding the vision with you. I see that. And I'm sure it's going to be a great success and a wonderful place, like Lemuria or Atlantis, where we can just all be one with the beauty and the essence of who we are and all that Mother Nature has to offer. Well, I'm glad to have you here in South Florida very soon. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Expedito Enlightenment Center Friday, March 2nd, for our intimacy and relationship class. And I'm so glad you're going to be with Reverend Kevin Lee at the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida for an all-day event, the service. And then You're Not Crazy, You're Just Waking Up, which is on March 4th. And they can go to the metaphysicalchapelofsouthflorida.com to register for that event. You can go to sarahspiritual.com to visit my event. Yes, Michael.
Yeah, and by the way, on that note, I know your center has a little bit limited seating, so folks should really kind of jump on that when they can.
Yes.
But also, Kevin's center, they can sit, 100, 200 people, right. But I think we're using the place next door because they anticipate a larger crowd. So, people should be mindful to try to register soon.
Yes, absolutely. And to learn more about you, we can go to michaelmirdad.com. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us this evening, and we will see you next week.
My pleasure. Many blessings to you and all your listeners.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Michael Mirdad, everyone. We're really excited to have him here in South Florida. It's going to be a very exciting time and wonderful classes that he teaches. I met Michael, I think it's about 8 years ago now, and I've always been fascinated by his work and his books. So go ahead and check out his website, michaelmirdad.com. Now, I know we've got callers on hold, so we are going to take your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. I've got to go to Boca. because I've got Kimberly on the line. And Kimberly, she's been waiting for me to pick up this call. Kimberly, how are you tonight?
Good, Sarah. How are you tonight?
I'm doing wonderfully, Kimberly. And how can Spirit and I assist you in the land of relationships and life?
Spirit have any good messages for me?
Any good? Well, they only give good messages. Why? Were you expecting a bad one? Oh, good Lord. They were like, cancel the order. No bad messages, only good messages. Warning, warning, warning. Okay, send the good stuff. Okay. So I'm going to take a look at this right now because Spirit is also telling me that last year was a year of a lot of reflection for you, Kimberly. You were going inside of yourself. You've been exploring who you are, what you've come to the planet for. There's been a lot of expansiveness within yourself. Is that correct? Last year into this year. Is that true?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you been spending a lot of time, inside of self and working within yourself?
I'm starting to do that, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've been doing that more, yes.
More and more. And last year was an opening for that. So whatever occurred last year made you kind of take a look and say, wow, I have to tend to me. I have to look at me and see what it is I want to create. And the first thing that Spirit talks to me about for you, Kimberly, is they talk about openings for opportunities for work and business. Are you looking at launching a project anytime soon? Because I'm seeing growth for you in that area.
I would like to expand what I'm doing. Okay. I would like to. I don't have anything
lined
exactly
up yet?
planned.
Okay.
I was going to wait until May.
Okay.
Well, that might be a good thing to do. So that's
all right.
what I'm doing.
You're waiting, but Spirit is telling me it's in the energy. Okay. So I thank you for that confirmation because they're showing me expansion. They're showing me growth. They're showing me new connections, productivity, almost like a program or some kind of project that you're launching. Does that make sense to you?
No, I was just thinking about changing brokers. I don't know. It might be deeper than I know,
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe you're going to pick up a new type of real estate, some new commercial type project. You never know. But I see growth coming for you in this, okay? And
I do a lot of rentals, and I'd like to do more sales. So that might be it.
That might be it, because I see it as a project. And if it's sales, maybe it's going to be a bigger type sale, but I'm seeing something coming to you.
Good.
And I see you as someone who is very straight with what it is you want and very fixated on getting to the goal. So there's a journey for you. And now in this journey, Kimberly, Spirit wants you to just be sure to have some more fun doing what you do. Spirit also talks to me about the promise of relationship, partnership, love. Spirit talks to me that is something that is approaching soon. It's in your vibrational pattern, and that's something that you're open to. Is that correct?
Yes, I can't wait for that to happen.
It is coming. It is coming. And focusing on what you desire in that relationship is going to be key. This year is a year of fulfillment in relationship. This year is a year of increase in finances. And again, they talk to me about new programs, new projects. It's all coming. So it's all right there before you. So whatever brokerage house you decide to hang your shingle on, there's going to be expansiveness. And that's what you want to look for when you're selecting a new location. Will they allow me to expand? Are there different forms of sales that will make me feel like I'm having fun doing what I do? And not just the quick money, but something that I can feel like I really nurtured and grew the sale, and they yielded a great result at the end. So this is what I see coming for you in this 2018 year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my dear.
And the love is coming anytime soon.
Anytime soon, just around the corner.
And health is good?
Health is, well, you're working on your health, yes? We're doing some work on health. You're working on your health, and that is something that is a process. I know.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's a process, right?
I'm trying to be patient.
Yes, but allow it to be, because, when our body gets out of whack, it takes a little time for the body to kind of get right back, right? So we have to restore it to its optimum health, and that's going to take a little time, but it'll be well worth the wait, because you also want something that is restorative and regenerates the physical being so that we can sustain and maintain it. We don't want to feel good for a while and then slip on back. So these are things that are coming for you, my dear, all right? So thank you so much for calling.
When is good for me to come back and see you? April, May? When is good?
Well, why don't we try towards the end of March? Try towards the end of March.
Okay.
All right, this way we're ahead of the curve of some of the decisions that you have coming up.
Okay.
All right.
Sarah, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Yes.
And I hope your evening is wonderful. I'm going to stay on the phone and listen to the rest of what you have going tonight.
Great. Thank you so much, honey. God bless you. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to take our next caller, and we are going to Atlanta, and we've got Sherry on the line. Lord knows in Atlanta, when we've got Sherry on the line, anything's possible. Miss Sherry, how are you?
Hey, Sarah, can you hear me okay?
I hear you perfectly, Sherry. How can I assist you tonight?
Well, Sarah, I wanted to tell you I love your song. I love the way you sing. I guess what I'm getting at, my job is going okay. I haven't gotten any more trouble this week.
You know, like a parent, I take a breath, like a sigh of relief. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank you, angels. Keep her in line.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was in it last week, boy. It was like, wham, wham. I'm still there, and I'm not jumping. My first reaction is to go, find another job. But I'm going to stick it out, Sarah.
Ride it out.
I am. I'm just going to ride it out, get that 90 days in, which is March 1st.
And it's about commitment. It's about commitment.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick there and just get that 90 days in and then hang in. I was wondering if the spirits and you guys could tell me how's my music career going to be coming this year, please.
Let's take a look here.
Thank you. You know how I love you, Sarah.
Thank you, honey. October, November opens up a new opportunity for you. Have you been writing some music recently? Because I'm seeing work around that.
I just started writing the country.
I see that. I see that. So this is what they tell me, that you're working on it, that there's writing coming, and that October, November open up that span of energy to allow you to take that music out a little bit more. All right? So keep writing, keep focusing, and understand that wherever you go, there are always things that maybe we don't feel comfortable about initially, and then we learn to get in the groove of other people, of other systems, protocol. So learn the flow there and be in the state of gratitude and be content. Find joy in every moment there at that job, and this will make it easy for you to blend and not just look at it as like, I've got to make it to the goal of 90 days. Look at it as, I'm here. I'm here and I'm going to enjoy it. It's stable. It's good. And this is an opportunity for me. All right?
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you. Bye.
God bless.
We welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then we're going to come right back to the phone lines. We've got calls all across the nation. We've got calls in Kissimmee that we've got to get to. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul?
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Tina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had a feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. Every soul's got a story, and I bet you've got a story going on, too. So we want to hear from you on your story at 1-888-565-1470. And if you're listening in Atlanta, pick up the phone, join us, join the conversation. We're talking about relationships. We're talking to you and answering all your questions. And we are going to answer some Facebook questions, because I hear we've got quite a bit going on Facebook. Hey, Mr. AJ has started seeing someone, and he wants to know if that person is right for him. Well, Spirit says it is an improvement from where you were before about 2 years ago, whoever that was with. But Spirit is telling me that, yes, they're a nice fit for you. They seem a little bit more of a balance for you, and they also, Spirit tells me that that individual makes you feel like you can communicate your feelings. And it's an important opportunity for you to kind of reintroduce yourself into the world of relationships. Spirit tells me you've been on hold in relationships, Mr. AJ, for a while. Spirit says that this is a good connection. Shoot me that person's birthday in the feed, and I will take a look at that a little bit further later on. We're going to go to another Facebook question. We've got Facebook questions. Yes. We've got Sorali Strange, and we've got a question here. She wants good news in love, legal, health, money. Good Good God, she wants an entire reading. But let's see what we've got going on for you, my dear. You know what? The first thing they talk to me about is work and money. They're telling me that there is money coming to you. There's a job opportunity coming for you. They're telling me that where you've been, you weren't really getting enough money, enough finances. So there's an opportunity for you to get a different job, a different opportunity for you. Love. Love has been spotty for you, my dear. I feel like we've attracted relationships that have not really gelled well with you, and they kind of end and kind of fall apart in the most uncomfortable way. So love is something that will be very important to you in this 2018 year, second half. Anyone that is in your immediate circle right now, I don't feel like they will be connected to you at the end of the year, if you understand what Spirit's saying. So time to clean house, honey, because we've got new love coming for you towards the end of 2018. It's going to be a good year for you, my dear. So keep us posted on Facebook. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. We've got another Facebook question, and then we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470. Ah, yes, Jacqueline. Jacqueline would love to move. Let's see here. We've got, well, you want to move, and we are manifesting abundance for a move. And this is the year of change for you, my dear. This is the year that when I put you in this connection of life, we are creating fulfilled living in love, finances, and move gets incorporated with that. But you have some things you have to put in order first. And I know that that sounds tiresome and tedious, and you're like, oh, but I also see a set amount of money coming to you as some part-time income. So I'm seeing additional money coming to you. It's going to make it easier for you to create what you want to create so that you can make a move. Spirit says 2019, there's a lot of opportunities of change done and completed then. You've got to do the due diligence this year to make that happen. Patience is a virtue, my dear, and I do see love coming to you, Jacqueline. So you keep holding on to that energy. We have to heal some of the disappointments from a past relationship that seems to still be remnants of that energy with you. So let's do some healing work, and as you love yourself more, we will see what comes next in this love arena for you. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for your Facebook question. And I'm going to go right back to the phone lines, and we welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. And I'm going to go to Aileen, and she is in Kissimmee. Aileen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I'm calling because I recently had a baby, and his dad is not in the picture anymore. He wants nothing to do with the baby, like nothing.
Okay. And so now you're kind of wondering what the heck happens, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I see a lot of chatter around this individual. What is this individual's birthday, please?
1197.
This person is also very, I'm going to say immature, but they're very self-centered. They're very selfish. And for them, it's very important that people view them as someone who's accomplished and someone who can have flexibility and freedom. And I also feel that whoever's in the peanut gallery of the family, that they were a part of that and created a doubt in his mind as to whether he's even responsible for the child at all. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm seeing here, my dear, is that he stepped back for now, but he is going to pop back up into the picture. This is just what he's doing and saying now. So do not get attached to this experience. Do not take it personally. This is how he handles things. And he doesn't like to be responsible for his own actions. It's part of his persona. And it's part of the experience that you are having with him. Your baby is a wonderful baby, though. So you love your child. All right. Wonderful little one. What is the baby's birthday, please?
10/29/17.
So you've got a little love bug on your hands.
Yeah.
So focus on that energy. Very, very wonderful spirit that your son has. Beautiful. Okay?
Thank you.
So embrace that. And are you planning to study something while you're home with the baby?
Yeah.
Okay? Because I see you going to school.
Yeah.
Okay. And I see that study plan is going to be of some benefit to you. All right?
Okay.
Allow yourself to celebrate this experience and enjoy every moment of it. And just remember that he's really more running from himself than he is running from you and the baby.
Okay.
All right. But I don't feel that the relationship itself is going to be restored in any form of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So do not wait on this man.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Best not to wait for that. All right, my dear. Thank you so much, Aileen. And how did you hear about the show?
His mom actually called last week and she told me about it.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm glad you were able to connect with us and just enjoy the experience of having the baby. Obviously, you have a nice relationship with his mother, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just let him do his thing right now. He's being selfish, self-centered, and I don't know who it is who's talking in his ear, but it's kind of making him feel like he needs to just, I got to do me. So, okay, go do you. All right?
Okay.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for your call. God bless you.
Thank
Bye.
you. You too.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got another call in Kissimmee. Oh, my goodness. I guess I got to go visit Kissimmee real soon. We've got Crystal on the line. Crystal, how are you this evening?
Hello, I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing great, Crystal. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Yes, I'm a little bit concerned. I wanted to know what's going to happen in the future with me and my boyfriend.
Can I have your boyfriend's birthday?
That July 13, 1992.
The two of you both get very withdrawn, yes? You like to keep things into yourself sometimes, and you don't always share everything that's going on with you. Is that correct, Crystal?
Yes.
And he does the same thing, yes?
Yes.
You got a communication problem, don't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel like the lines of communication are open freely. And I almost feel like the more you push him for communication, the more he shuts down. He's very, very sensitive guy, you know. Very sensitive. He's moody, he's sensitive, he's very deep in all the things that he thinks, but he doesn't talk about it. He's also, Spirit tells me, private and a little secretive. See, private, secretive, little, doesn't always share where he is, what he's up to, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And that makes you feel uncomfortable, yes?
Yes.
Okay. What is the question? I know you're concerned, but what is the question?
Are we going to last, or are we going to last? Is it going to end?
Right now, you two are not on the same page. You are not on the same page. We're not in sync. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it's been, let me go back, I'm in the month of February. It's been kind of since the beginning of January, like the past 6-7 weeks have been very uncomfortable for you guys, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you are concerned that he's interested in someone else?
No, I just wanted to know, are we going to last? Am I wasting my time?
No relationship is really a waste of time, honey. There's always something to be gained from it, all right? So right now you two are not in sync. If the lines of communication do not get opened and repaired, then the relationship's not going to make it. But you're in control of that. You both are. We need to talk about that. And since he doesn't like to communicate things, that makes it a little challenging for you. But I will tell you this, that he's also focused on trying to get some things going for himself, yes?
Yes.
All right, career-wise, work-wise, money-wise, there's something that he's working on for him, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Let him do that because that's important to him. He needs to feel proud about what he does.
Okay.
All right. Let this unfold a bit. Work on the communication together. And you will know because I can't tell you for sure what's going to happen because you all are deciding your future, but you will know better where you stand after April 15th. That's the date they give me. So whatever happens between now and then is going to be the marker. Then you decide, is it worth sticking out and waiting for him, or is it time for me to be shopping in another window? Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Crystal. How did you hear about the show?
My friend.
Okay. Well, thank your friend, honey.
Thank you.
All right.
So call you after April 15th?
Or before that if you like, but I just know you'll know a little bit more about this relationship after April 15th. Let's see if we can get those lines of communication open just a bit more.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Ileani on the line.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to have you on. How can Spirit and I assist you tonight, my dear? It's been a while.
Well, it has been a while. Nice to hear your voice, and nice to be connected. And I got lucky to get through. So I'm gonna just ask for some guidance, I guess. I don't have a specific question. I'm sort of in a place where everything isn't doing anything, and I'm not bothered by it, surprisingly. But yet I'm almost thinking maybe I should be worried. Nothing is moving. Not in career. Not in relationship. I'm not really even thinking about it truthfully. But I'm just wondering if there's any kind of a direction or a message or something that I need to hear. So maybe you can facilitate that. I hope.
Yes, I'd love to. First thing they talked to me about is that you may be feeling a little stagnant, but everything around you is moving. It has just not closed in enough for you to feel the vibration. But Spirit says, let's go back to last year. Let's go back to where some of the dissatisfaction was around some things in your life. And you created a shift and an opening for change. And it's up to you to decide how you want the changes to occur around your work, around your personal life. And there's a lot of movement that's going to unfold. Now, I heard you say something about love, and well, I'm not really concerned about that. But there's a lot of love energy, a lot of connectivity, a lot of friendship, a lot of adventure coming for you in the latter half of this year. And they kind of cut it by like July. So they make me feel as if July opens up this whole new portal of energy. They also make me aware that around the time of your birthday, there's some trip or some kind of travel that if you haven't planned yet, an opportunity is going to present itself where you say, you know what, I'm going to go on that. And it's as if you haven't changed anything in your dynamic, and Spirit wants you to just choose something that you want to do. And if nothing has been prompted yet within you, that's okay. You're getting ready to be ready. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I needed. I guess that's what I needed to get a confirmation on.
Yes, you're getting ready to be ready. And I see a lot of music around you. I see a lot of friendships around you. Music, singing, dancing. I just feel like this is a year for you to celebrate. And also for you to close out a lot of chapters in your life. This is a year when you're finishing up and tying up some pieces of the puzzles, and also maybe redefining the way you work at your job as well. So we're looking at what's no longer satisfying. Remember, last year you started some of this. So look at what you were questioning last year, look at what you were hoping to change, and maybe there's something you haven't pulled the trigger on yet. It's in your idea, but the idea has not come out into an energetic force that's saying, I'm going to create this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's definitely the case. So yeah.
It's almost like we're getting ready to get ready, but the universe is actually getting ready to wait for you. Meantime, things are happening all around you, but nothing impacting you directly. And that's okay. Because it's coming. It is coming. Is there a trip that you're thinking about doing after the end of March?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see you going on a trip. I feel like that opens up a whole new fresh energy for you.
Oh, good.
And then come July, we're happening.
Okay. I've got something to look forward to then. Great.
Yes, you do. Just
Very
enjoy the stillness. Enjoy the peace, and enjoy the moment of you and the explorative energy of just being in you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And is there a dance competition coming up or something?
Well, there's some dance trips actually. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's happening.
Yeah, I see that, and I don't know if it yields a reward or something, but I feel like there's a lot of activity around that, and that creates a lot of connectivity for you as well. New friendships, a lot of connections, and advancement, and of course, it's fun, and that's definitely something that's important to you right now, for you to have fun.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
Thank you
That's
so
helpful.
much.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you. Happy travels.
Bless you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're getting ready to close out our second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And if you're just joining us, we've been on from 5 o'clock, from 5 to 8 p.m. every Wednesday night here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM, and we are also heard on 1100 AM in Atlanta. And we are connecting to all of you. And my Atlanta people, well, we're going to be saying goodbye to you from the 5 to 7 hour. So I do hope that you pop on over to WWNN and listen to us on iHeart or perhaps your TuneIn app, or go over to WWNN.com and listen to the show there. We'd love for you to continue to share time and space with us here. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going right back to the phone lines. We've got Illinois, we've got South Florida, we've got Pompano, we've got all across the nation. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton. The Health and Wealth Radio Network. Talk here, talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had a feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, I am. I am here on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3, and we are connecting to all of you. And thank you, everyone in Atlanta, for joining us from 5 to 7, and I really hope, you popped on over here to just South Florida and just connect with all of us here on WWNN. We're just real excited. Okay, had to get that out of my system. We've got callers on the line. Phone lines are hopping. We are jammed. Thank you, Michael Murdad, for joining us in the second hour. So excited to be hosting Michael Murdad. You be sure to visit sarahspiritual.com and see what we've got coming up. And I can't forget, this weekend, what are you doing? I almost forgot. I'm going to be, where am I going to be? Oh, that's right. I'm going to be at the Palm Beach County Convention Center for the New Life Expo. I will be there all day, from 10 to 7 on Saturday and Sunday, 1 o'clock on Saturday and 1 o'clock on Sunday. I'm going to be teaching free class. My Saturday class is creating the shift in your life, and my Sunday class is about your words and how to create the energy of everything that you want. So we have 2 classes that I'll be doing, and I'll be doing readings. If you'd like a mini session with me, Sarah Spiritual, at a wonderful spiritual event that hosts all sorts of spiritual teachings, holistic solutions, we've got sound bathing, we've got spiritual leaders, gurus, we've got crystals, there's jewelry, so many wonderful things to enjoy at the New Life Expo. Be sure to visit newlifeexpo.com and get your tickets for the New Life Expo, and stop by my booth, number 213-213, and visit me, Sarah Spiritual, and have a mini session. I'm going to be doing sessions there all day long. Love to see you there. Meet some of my staff. We'll have some of our products there that are from my center. Love to have you there. We are going to go right back to the phone lines, and we're going to go to Illinois. I've got Michelle, and Michelle is on the line. Michelle, how are you?
Hi, Sarah Spiritual. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Pollen and stuff has gotten my voice a little bit.
All right, let's work on this. Me. Just got to clear your voice, that's all. So, Michelle, how's everything in Illinois then? Is it a little chilly or?
No, it's cold. That's what's getting my throat.
Oh, all right. Is this your first time calling us, Michelle?
It is not.
Okay.
No, my first time calling you guys. I wish I was in Florida this weekend for your session. I would love to go to that class on clearing and learn how teaching yourself. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yes, it's going to be very, very exciting. We're going to have a lot of fun. But, all of my classes are available that I teach at the center online. So you be sure to visit my site, sarahspiritual.com, often, and you'll see some of the classes that we're teaching. But tonight, how can I assist you?
Well, I'm calling because I have an eviction situation, and I want to find out if I'm going to get through it.
Okay. Let's take a look at that. Let me kind of dial back here. So you need more time right now, yes? We need just a little bit more time. Is that correct?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a spot more time. And it's in a facility. We have a property management, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And they're kind of strict with their rules and regulations, right? They're kind of quick to put that little sticker on the door. But I feel like there's someone in that organization or that office that actually has a heart. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I just know that they've tried to work with me, and I've got some things in the fire where money's coming in, but it's delayed at the moment, but I know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have a choice. There's a company policy. Yeah. They've kind of called, for the sheriff kind of thing. But I'm hoping that I can get it before the sheriff gets there.
Right. So let me look at this a minute here, because so your concern is that they are going to get there in the next 3 days, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's what Spirit's telling me.
Yeah,
that's what they tell me. I've got the number 3 here. Is there any way that someone can help you out in the meantime while you're waiting for the money to come?
I haven't figured it out. I haven't found a way.
Okay. So
I've been thinking every which way.
all right. Well, we work in the land of miracles, right? So you ready to create a miracle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in the moment of now, say, in the moment of now,
In the moment of now,
everything flows to me with ease and grace,
everything flows to me with ease and grace,
and I am perfectly safe
and I am perfectly safe
and secure.
and secure.
Okay. And I want you to read the 23rd Psalm 9 times in a row for the next 3 days. Okay? Psalm 23. And you're going to ask for a miracle. But because we know that these things are in motion, what you want to do is take the most important things that you need, because we don't need you locked out of your house and you can't get your things. Yes? True?
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm a logical girl. I'm a spiritual girl, but I'm a logical girl. So you want to gather all the things that are really important that you know that you would want to have with you and keep them with you or in your car so that you have that, okay? Because if they go to evict you and then you go before the judge, you can work something out. You see, sometimes things happen like too close for comfort. So in case it happens too close for comfort, because Spirit tells me 3 days and it's already in motion. So we want to be sure that you have everything you need while things are being gathered in your favor. It's a close one, honey. It is really, really close. That's why I believe in the land of miracles. So breathe and no fear. Okay? Do not have any fear, because something's going to come for you to help you with this and make a transition very smooth for you to stay or for you to leave, whatever's in your highest good. And I want you to ask God to help you with what's for your highest good. Because sometimes we need something to change and we're not willing to make a change. And you're looking for more work, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Because I see work coming to you. Do you have something, an application out somewhere right now?
All kinds of applications out.
Okay. Something's coming. Okay? In the meantime, you ask the universe to give you an idea that you haven't thought of yet, so you can buy yourself the time you need. All right?
Okay.
All right. And you keep me posted. Are you friends with me on Facebook, on sarahspiritual.com? Or Sarah Spiritual Facebook, okay? So, Michelle, you send me a message on Sarah Spiritual and you let me know how you're doing, and I'm going to hold the space for a miracle.
Thank you.
All right, honey. Thank you so much for calling. God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Candy. No, it's not Halloween. I've got Candy in Pompano. Candy, how are you tonight?
I'm doing a lot better than most of your callers, thankfully.
Well, yes. Yeah, well, in life we get ourselves in all sorts of situations here, right? So,
yeah, I have work issues, health issues, and no love life. So I just am hoping to see my future brighter in any one of those areas.
First of all, well, you got a roof over your head, right? So at least we know we're better in that area, right? All right.
I have a roof over my head.
And thank God for that, right?
Yeah.
So let me share with you this. First of all, do you believe you deserve it all, Candy?
I do.
Okay. Repeat after me. I deserve it all.
I deserve it all.
Okay. So in the moment of now, I want you to just take a breath, and I want you to see what fulfilled living is like for you. I want you to see the whole encapsulated picture: career, love life, finances, health, fulfilled health in the physical body, mental, emotional well-being, inner peace. I want to talk about work for a moment. First thing Spirit talks to me about is there situation or an agitation with a manager, a supervisor, or someone in your immediate circle there at your work?
Yes.
Okay. I don't like that. Very, very toxic environment, yes?
Extreme.
Extreme.
I am making
it could be an
fairly
Olympics
minimum wage, and they want 10%. And I'm like, it's not worth a 20-hour shift.
No, it's not worth it. And it's very toxic. It's dysfunctional. And Spirit was making a joke like we could make that an Olympic sport. It's just so extreme. All right? It's like extreme sports in there. It's survival of the fittest is what I see.
Yeah.
It is time for you to move on.
Okay.
You've got to get out of there. That is impacting your physical health. There's inflammation in the body. There's weakness. The whole physical body is lethargic. You're not yourself. Even your mental clarity is like you can think, but you're not yourself. Am I making sense to you?
Absolutely clear, yes.
And then when we try to rest, we're not even resting. Like when you put your head on the pillow, you can't quite get enough rest, yes?
Very true.
Okay. Now, we're going to move on because I want to talk about love. What's love got to do with it? Everything. You are one of those people that you feel your best when you're in a relationship. But we haven't found a quality relationship in quite some time. Is that true?
Very true.
Very true. It's time for you to create quality living and quality life for yourself. And Spirit talks to me about the people that you've attracted. In the end, were actually emotionally shallow or unavailable. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
It does. So who inside of you, what aspect of you doesn't feel like you deserve someone to be there watching over you and really be your equal partner? You see, you're attracting people that in the end you end up taking care of. What's up with that?
I don't know. My picker is broken.
Okay. Well, look at it this way. In this moment, you're going to create a love partner that is an equal vibrational match. That's why I want you to see it. So it's someone that if you're helping them with something, they're going to help you with something. And it's about this give and this take and this flow and this energy. And write down what it is you want. You see, you're dismissing a lot of aspects of life because you're just trying to make it through the next day. But by just trying to make it through the next day, you're not enjoying any of the days. What's up with that?
That's very true.
So now is the time that you set the intention, you set your mind, and you really, really hold on to the vision of what it is you want life to look like. And if you hold that intention and that vibration for the next 30 to 60 days, a lot is going to change because you're a very powerful being. You're a very intuitive being. You're very loyal. You're a very profound being. When sometimes you say things, it's like, oh, where'd that come from? That's like almost too good to be coming out of my mouth. True, yes?
Yes, there's no filter.
No filter. But sometimes, you really sum it up rather well, even if it is a little rough around the edges. But you're very loyal. But we have to also realize that we have to be loyal to ourselves first. No time to be sacrificing yourself. New job, new relationship. After we get a new job, I really think you might be moving, but we won't complicate it. We're not there yet. But there's a whole change coming for you.
Okay.
All right? Take care of self. Put yourself first. Get that resume out and get yourself out. Okay?
Okay, that's kind of what I'm doing now is getting myself out there and known.
Yes.
And that's the right step to do.
It is the right step to do. And the more you get yourself in front of people, the more people recognize you, the more you become almost synonymous with who you are, is how Spirit says, everything will go on track.
Okay.
All right. Is this your first time calling?
Yes. I found your show just by chance, and it's amazing. It's just absolutely, I couldn't turn you off. You can't turn you off.
Well, thank God I can keep talking for 3 hours, right? We'd be in trouble. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And there's no coincidences. And if you'd like to learn more about me and my work and the center that I have in West Palm Beach, go to sarahspiritual.com and see all the great things we got going on. And if you're interested in working with relationships, then maybe come up and see Michael Murdad on Friday night. All right?
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to be right back and take more calls. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed, because you know that you know me. And we are here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk And thank you, everyone who was listening on WWWE in 1100 AM in Atlanta for popping on over. We're going to go right back to the phone lines to our callers, but before I do that, I got another special guest to just pop on for a moment, because remember I was talking about go to newlifeexpo.com and that I and a lot of spiritual leaders are going to be gathering for a big weekend in the Palm Beach County Convention Center. Well, I've got the man who's been organizing the whole thing for years, and rumor has it, it's his birthday weekend. Hold on, let's bring on Mark Becker. Mark, how are you?
Hello, Sarah. I am awesome.
Oh, good. And it's your birthday weekend, so you ready?
Oh, excited. Yeah,
You're
very excited.
I'm so excited.
As you know, Here to Here and David Young is going to be doing a concert. Actually, there's going to be a lot of people doing a concert that night, the Saturday night of the expo.
Yes.
And, and I have a lot of friends flying in. Gail Thackeray is flying in from California, and Dr. Robbie Young is flying in from California. They'll both be lecturing. You'll have a Strange Universe panel, which you're on.
Yes.
Which everybody should come to the Strange Universe panel, just so they can see what's going on, really.
Mm-hmm. In this
the real
world.
News, not the fake news.
No fake news. No, we're talking beyond the universe. Galaxies far, far away.
And I guess you told them it's this Saturday and Sunday. It's from 10 to 7 both days. People can still, until tomorrow, people can still pre-register at newlifeexpo.com.
And what's the cost of tickets, Mark? I didn't announce that
Oh, it's
yet.
very inexpensive. I mean, it's $15 for each day or $20 for the weekend.
$20 for the weekend. You can't beat it. You can't beat
No,
it.
you can't beat it.
It's a wonderful
And,
experience.
we have the concert, we have the workshops, we have lectures, we have a lot of free workshops, a lot of exhibitors, a lot of speakers from around the country. But not only the spirituality and the psychic, but also the holistic health and the environmental and the metaphysical. So again, I always say it's a place for people to meet people like themselves.
Yes.
And it's a place to learn what the most vanguard, up-to-date ideas in the different fields are going on right now. You can meet people like yourself, where they can meet you in person. They can talk to you in person. A lot of people only know you from the radio. They can actually see you there. A lot of the speakers people know from their books. They can actually meet them there. A lot of the exhibitors, what they have, the products they have to get rid of EMFs or to get rid of or to alkaline water, etc. They know about it, but they don't have time to see it. They can see it there. So it's a Disney world of health, metaphysics, and spirituality. And again, you can actually get discount tickets in advance, not to wait online, at newlifeexpo.com. And it's this Saturday and Sunday. It's from 10 to 7 at the Palm Beach Convention Center on West Palm.
Yes, it's going to be very exciting. And for me, I'm lucky it's right up the street from my Expedito Enlightenment Center, so I don't have far to travel. So I'm really excited about that because I bring quite a bit of product with me. Yes, I know. Well, my son's got a skateboard, so if you see a guy riding down on Okeechobee Boulevard, it's probably my son Andrew. So
we're going to grab him, have him hand out some Expo magazines.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
You can actually see the whole schedule at newlifeexpo.com, or just go to a Whole Foods and pick up the brochure.
Yes, and we have the brochures at my center at the Expedito Enlightenment Center.
Love it.
So I'm
Great.
excited it's your birthday, Mark, so I have a little surprise for you. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark. Happy birthday to you.
She's pretty and she sings, folks.
Yes, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
darling.
honey.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. I'll see you this weekend. So excited, and thank you for everything. Appreciate
you're an
you.
angel. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. We had to talk to Mark Becker. It's a big event we've got coming up this weekend. I've got Jasmine on the line, and Jasmine, she's in Boynton Beach. Jasmine, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jasmine. And how can we assist you tonight?
Oh, I'm just wondering if the angels have any messages or about my situation, living situation.
Yes. Well, the first thing I wrote is angel message. They are with you. And, you know, they're talking about patience. They're talking about exercising patience and looking for an opportunity to find a spot. It's still not gone yet. You can still find a little spot for a little bit of time. You have to just look out there and there'll be an opportunity for you so that you don't feel like Spirit tells me that you're feeling smothered, yes?
Yes.
Yes. And sometimes looking to appease everyone, but at the same time you can't appease everyone. So Spirit says that there is a spot. If you look for it, there will be a spot for you, and you can have a spot to go to in the next 2 to 3 weeks so that you can stay a little bit longer. Because otherwise, Spirit says that you're actually getting ready to leave. You don't know that you want to stay much longer. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah. Well, you're going to stay for a few weeks no matter what. But on or around sometime in the beginning of March, there can be an opportunity for you to have another spot. Now, whether you choose to make a ruckus about that and have any problems with the people around you that we are kind of staying with, that depends on how you present it. All right? But I do feel that there will be an opportunity for you to have a temporary spot for about a month or two, so before you go back to where you are. But it's going to work out, honey, either way. The angels are totally supporting you, and you are being covered so that things don't get too, I don't know, argumentative, yes? People are a little bit on edge over there, yes?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I think they need to just calm down. But I believe it's going to be a wonderful time for you here visiting, and you'll find another spot. The angels are with you, honey. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Keep us posted. God bless you.
Oh, I'll see you Friday.
You have an appointment? Okay, great. Well, then I look forward to that. All right, great. See you then.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got Dee, and Dee is in Wellington. Dee, how are you?
How's it going?
I'm doing great, Dee. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Well, my millionth question about my job.
Well,
so I'm trying to make a big decision what I'm going to do after
this year
school year is over. Yeah. So I don't know if Spirit can tell me if the upcoming school year is going to be about the same or better, perhaps. But I definitely don't want to hear worse as far as what type of environment, let's say, I'll be in.
Is there a thought that we're going to go to a different location, please? A transfer?
I can't. I wish I can't.
Okay. There's no ability to transfer, yes?
Not yet. I have another year before I can do that.
Okay. So we need to manifest a better environment, true?
Well, I mean, I'm just going to come out and say it. I mean,
or you leave.
Just want to know what kind of class should I expect for the upcoming school year, because
it's
let's
special.
just say, it's getting tougher and tougher. Let's just put it that way.
I understand. And the children that I see, the young children that I see around you in the next year, I feel as if you've been given some of the most complicated of the children this year, yes?
Academically, yes. Thankfully, they're very well behaved. We have mutual respect happening. But academically, yes, they are on the lower end.
They are on the lower end. And then that's how Spirit makes me feel. And, I feel that next year, I almost feel like that was some kind of test for you, if that makes sense. So I feel as if you've passed that test because you have made some progress with them, yes, even though you felt like you were pulling teeth, yes? Their scores have come up a bit,
it
yes?
Depends on the day. On the day.
Right. Well, yes, but they're all doing the best they can, yes?
Yeah.
They are doing the best they can, as are you, making a difference. And next year, I feel like you have a whole different demographic coming to you there.
Okay.
There's a different demographic.
I don't want to say academically better because I don't fault the kids that are academically well. I'm more concerned behaviorally.
Yes, I understand. I see a different demographic, a different flow of energy. All right? So, and I want you to see, visualize, because you become the point of attraction. I want you to focus on creating that energy of the perfect class for you. Everything's always working out for me. I am the magnifying energy attracting a perfect class. And I don't mean perfect as in everyone has to be perfect. I mean the perfect vibrational match for you. All right? Because it's a very it's a very demanding job, you know, and I applaud teachers.
It's draining.
It's very draining, and you know, I feel that all of you are underpaid for what you do, and I know that you would agree with that. And
I see my after taxes pay.
I don't think I want to.
Exactly.
But I feel that you all have a very, very important responsibility, and that responsibility needs to be taken more seriously from everyone, not just the school districts, but from everyone, because you have the respect of, you have my respect, and you should have the respect of every parent, whether they have a child in the school or not. It's not an easy task to take a blend of personalities and all of their experiences and throw them into one room, and you command the energy of that room magnificently and impart wisdom upon them, and also create an environment where they feel safe and where they feel open to learn. That's a large thing to handle for any teacher. And all of you are...
And unfortunately, the area I'm in, you know, a lot of the kids come from a less than desirable home life, too.
Yes.
So, you know, it just adds to the stress.
It adds to the stress, and they don't have the opportunity to, you know, have any safe place. And even now, given the tragedy that we had in Parkland, I don't know that anyone feels safe right now. So, you know, we know we are safe, but the vibration of that experience is still in the energy field, so everyone is on edge. So just send as much love to your class, and know that you deserve to have a wonderful class of students next year as well, all right?
So you think I'll survive another year?
You'll survive another year because you made the free will choice and the decision not to leave Florida, if you recall. Right?
True.
Okay.
Yes.
So now we are in a
Sarah.
choice that we're going to create a more perfected version of. And remember, you are driving this experience. Remember, I am the driving force of energy in and around everything I do. Therefore, I am God in motion. Remember that. You're not at the effect of everything. Yes.
A very quick thing with you to show that how true that is. At the 11th hour, my class list was switched, and long story short, I ended up definitely with a better behaved class this year, literally the day before school was going to start. So I really believe everything that I was putting out there came to fruition.
Yes, yes. So continue to do that, and know that you are a great role model for these students. You really are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to hear sometimes.
Yes, good job, honey. God bless you. Bye.
All right, Sarah. Take care. Thanks.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We've got to go to New York. We've got Kamini on the line. Kamini, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm okay. It's always good calling you. How are you?
Good to hear from you, honey. How can we assist you tonight in the land of life and relationships?
Well, I'm calling for again.
Yes.
One, because I want to know if my partner is staying true to his word. There was a girl that he was talking to that he told me it was just a friend, and I believed him, and I said, well, I don't want you talking to her anymore. And I just want to make sure that he is staying true to his word. Can Spirit see anything of that? Because they do work together.
And I think we had talked about this the last time you called, correct?
Yes.
Well, they work together, but so they do have to talk. You know, you can't expect him to not to say hello, but you mean outside the confines of work, yes?
Outside, right.
Yes. As of this moment, that is what he's doing. He's not engaging in conversation. But remember, the relationship, your relationship, remember, we cannot control someone, right?
No, right.
So your relationship needs some work, yes?
Right, yes, and that's what I'm going to go to. We're trying for that.
Okay. We're going to go to counseling?
Well, I am. He was, but then he changed his mind, so I'm hoping, does Spirit see him go into counseling, or?
No.
No.
He doesn't want to.
No.
Right now he's putting the blame on you.
Yes.
Okay? It's all you.
Yeah.
And listen, it takes two people to tango. It's never just one person. Never. So he's not taking responsibility, which all you can do is make an adjustment, but you can't change who you are, right?
No.
But we have to keep an open dialogue.
Okay.
And right now, when he says he's not going to counseling, that's the energy of someone who's already kind of made up his mind that he'll try to make it work if it can work. If not, he's not as invested as you are.
Okay.
All right? Okay. He's not as invested in this. So you're going to counseling for you. Don't go to counseling for the relationship.
Right.
Go to counseling for you.
Yeah.
So that whatever comes of this experience, you come out on top.
And I also want to know, like job-wise, I'm trying to find another job, and I just don't know if all of this energy is blocking me from focusing on that.
You're looking to find a part-time job, or
something that's full-time that I could advance in, and I'm applying online and everything.
June opens up a window for that for you, honey. June, keep applying.
Keep applying, okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, honey. God bless you. All right.
You too, bye.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we've got callers in Fort Lauderdale, Jacksonville, and all across the United States. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM, and we are going right back to the phone lines. I've got James, and James, he's in Jacksonville. James, how are you tonight?
Turn that phone up.
Turn that phone up. Turn that phone up. Turn that phone down. You're on live with Sarah Spiritual. How are you, James?
Hey, how are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
We were getting ready to head back home, and I went to Home Depot, and my other half decided she was going to change the blinds on the sliding glass door and fell off the ladder.
Oh, good Lord.
And I'm just picking up from the hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm trying to find out, was there some type of negativity or some type of spirit in the home that we have up here? Or that was just a plain accident?
Plain accident. That was a plain accident. What's she doing hanging? Jiminy crickets. Isn't that what we got you for, James? Aren't you supposed to be hanging that stuff?
Well, we did the whole entire house, but this one was up backwards, and so she figured she didn't have anything to do while I ran to Home Depot, so.
Okay. Well, now we know we can't leave her alone. We're going to have to, put her in her cage or something. Good Lord.
You hear that,
honey? You're not allowed to do that. That's, I'm sorry, I'm really old school. That's what boys do. Boys are supposed to be hanging the stuff. I direct where it goes, okay? Do I have to train your wife?
I told her that's all she needs to do is just give orders.
Well, in that case, yes. Only in that case, because that's how we have to hang things. We're the ones who tell you it's not straight, honey. All right. Well, I'm sorry that happened to her. Doctor gives her, and she's okay? She's going to be okay?
Yeah, they weren't sure, but they ran every test and everything came up good. But I wasn't sure whether there might have been something medical why her blood pressure was so low after the incident.
Well, I think she probably scared herself too, so it'll be all right. Okay. It'll be okay. But no, it had nothing to do with energy. It's just she really lost her footing. She really shouldn't have been up there, but that's okay.
Okay, great.
She's
so
just
we're
being...
trying to just get this place up and running.
All right, and you will.
What is Spirit, what message does Spirit have for us this week? Is my mother, I know my mother's spirit used to be right over my right shoulder. And,
Spirit said no, she moved to the left.
Oh, my mom, so she moved to the left?
She moved to the
left. That's her.
Because you're expecting her on the right. She just moved over to the left. But you know what, James? The place is going to get rented soon, so I don't feel that it's going to take too long for you to be able to recoup from this, all right? So I feel that it's going to go well for you.
All right,
All
great.
right. And I really regret that she fell, but now you just have to be extra nice to her, okay?
Oh, I was all the way. What you say, honey?
Yeah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, honey.
Tuesday was the 12th anniversary of my father's passing.
Oh, okay.
And this happened on the very day when my dad passed 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Was he aware of this accident?
No, I don't feel that he was there at that time, so I don't feel, they're aware, our loved ones are aware of a lot of connectivity to us, but it's not that they are there for every action and everything that happens.
Yeah.
It was just a mishap, and it's unfortunate, but, I know that he's come to you in the dream state when you've been sleeping, that I know.
Yeah.
So he's been there with you then. I don't feel that he was aware of that at that moment. But, our loved ones are always holding the energy of love and support for us.
Right.
All right, my dear. Well, thank you
right,
so
dear.
much for
Thank you.
connecting
God
with
bless
us,
you.
and I regret that you had that little topple, but you'll be all right.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we'll be up to see you soon.
Yes, James, thank you. All right, I look forward to it. And
Thank
come
you.
to the New Life Expo if you can this weekend.
All right.
All right, God bless you. Bye.
God bless you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're going to go right back to the phone lines. We've got calls on hold. We're going to go to Fort Lauderdale. I've got TJ on the line. TJ, how are you?
It's PJ. It's me. How are you?
PJ. Okay, PJ. I saw TJ. TJ, how are you, honey?
Yeah, sometimes it sounds like that. Good. I'm all right. I'm going through the motion, and, no one's ever predicted something that they saw going to happen in my future as you have. Anything that shows up that Spirit can tell me?
Yeah. Very interesting. So you've been putting out into the universe something about love, right?
Love as in relationships?
Yes.
Not really, but, a little, maybe I think positive of love.
Right. But you put something out in the universe for love, yes? Whether
Sure.
you actively did it now or not too long ago?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. And that means love other than love of pets, yes?
Sure.
That unconditional love. All right.
Yeah.
So the first thing that they talk to me about is movement for you meeting new people. So I feel like you're going to connect yourself with a different location for work. There's some kind of work location or some connectivity with work for you so that you meet new people, because I'm feeling love coming for you. I also see that you are in this bit of a lull because you're dealing with your health, yes? Health is out of whack, yes?
Health as in
Your
injury?
physical health, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you regroup from that, I see you doing some work out and about, and I see you meeting someone.
Cool.
So there's going to be an opportunity for you to meet somebody. Somebody who is someone that you're going to want to date, someone you're going to want to meet. I know you can meet a lot of people, but I see a relationship coming for you. I also... No, I don't have a name. I don't have a name.
You also see.
But it's interesting because they give me the letter M. So there's a letter M connected with the person. So we're going to hold that. Maybe that's a clue. We're going to be like looking for. Oh, what's your name? Oh no, it's not you. Next, no. But I see a lot of positive changes. I know that you are in this state of one step forward, two steps back, one step forward, two steps back, and you're feeling as if you're not getting anywhere. And perhaps in the physical world it appears that way, but in the emotional world and in the spiritual world, you're actually making progress. Do not lose sight of the fact that life isn't yielding you in the physicality what you want yet. Yet is the operative word in this. Just trust that there's still some expression of growth, that you are manifesting and I'm going to use the word enduring because I know that some of the moments have been less than perfect.
Yeah.
But there is transition coming for you. There is transformation. There is elation. There is connectivity of love and fulfillment coming to you, PJ. All right?
Great deal. Good to hear. Good
All
to
right.
hear. Like
Thank
I said,
you.
no one's ever predicted something to happen as you've always seen something and it showed up. So let's look forward to that.
I know, but could you please stop falling off horses and stuff, please? You're slowing down the progress. No.
I
But
hear you.
I know, honey. Well, stay safe and heal well. And I hope to see you soon.
Absolutely. Love you.
All right. Love you. God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, another night has just flown by, and I want to thank you for sharing time and space with us here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Thank you to Mark Becker for joining us for just a brief moment. Please stop by the New Life Expo at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. See me, Sarah Spiritual, at my booth, and all the other spiritual leaders and teachers and all the holistic health coaches that will be there. Excited to have you. Visit my website, sarahspiritual.com. Learn more of our upcoming events and be sure to pop on by and have a session with me. And don't forget, we have Michael Murdad who'll be at the center talking about relationships and intimacy, and that will be March 2nd at 7:30 p.m. Thanks so much for sharing time with me. God bless you. Good night, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life.